All right, so this is, was this 2.1? 2.16. Okay, so you're given a function, f of x is 1/4 root 5x, okay? So we have an a value of 1/4, we have a b value of 5. That means that the original function square root of x is compressed vertically by a factor of 1/4, so each y value has been multiplied by 1/4, and the b value is 5, so that means that it is compressed by 1/5, right? In like this. Okay. So identify the transformations represented by f of x as compared to this. That's what we just talked about. Stretched vertically or compressed vertically by a factor of 1/4, and then compressed horizontally by a factor of 1/5. So b is what you asked about, and this is, I like this part, this about math. This is pretty cool, I think. You guys won't think it's cool, but I do. Two functions equivalent to f of x, but in this form, where there's only an a value and b is 1, and where there's only a b value and a is 1. So I'm going to write this again out here so that you can see what I'm doing. So if you want to write an a value with b as 1, that means that you have to get rid of this 5. This 5 has to come out of the square root sign. Now if this was 4 or 9 or 16, that could come out as a whole number. But guess what? It's not a perfect square, so you can rewrite this, watch carefully, as the square root of 5 times the square root of x. Remember we did that in like grade 10? Remember that? So you can split this up into factors. And therefore, now I have this to combine, and that is my a value. So here's the equivalent. It's root 5 over 4 root x. Okay, and this is, that's just a number, square root of 5 over 4. There's no variable in there, so that's okay. And to have a root sign in a fraction's fine. Okay, so that's this one. Make sense? Does everyone understand that? Okay, let's do the other one. I'll do it blue. So now bx, okay, so again, I'm looking at this originally. So remember how I taught you to write this, to put this number inside the radical. Remember this is the square root club? Remember the square root club? In order to get into the square root club, you have to get what? Squared, okay? You have to get squared to get into the square root club. So this 1/4 can go inside the radical there, which is where I want it, right? I need a new b. But it has to be squared, so guess what? I can write this as square root of 1/16 times 5x. And now it's in the club with 5x, because 1/4 squared is 1/4 times 1/4, which is 1/16. Therefore, you can rewrite this as 5/16x. And there's another equivalent form. So those are that's a bit of a different question, but it's a great question because you can see that you can bring a number out of the radical sign, no problem. And you can put a number inside the radical sign, it's no problem. So there's many different forms of the same graph. You can just use different parameters. Okay, does that help with number 6 there? All right. Okay.